Hello everyone, and welcome to, what is it, Friday, the 5th Friday of the lockdown. I've almost lost complete track of time now. It's not such a nice day looking outside now, raining. We could probably do the rain though. Anyway, I hope you're all okay and that you had as good an Easter as you possibly could under the circumstances. Certainly it was great that so many of us were able to communicate with each other, and I hope you had the chance to chat to your families and friends as well via the magic of the internet, Zoom or FaceTime or whatever you use. It's quite fun to sort of discover new things and see how things work. Anyway, I was thinking today, if we were at church, we probably wouldn't do any singing today. We'd have a Friday off. But as we're in lockdown, we ought to think about doing a little bit more singing. But before I do, just to say again that John has prepared a liturgy for this Sunday, which is on the website. And I've added a couple of hymns and played a short organ piece as well. So I hope these are helpful and that you're able to join in with the singing. I've got a couple of recommendations, first of all, for music this week. Perhaps these two pieces I'm thinking of you might know already, and I'll put a link on my email that this comes along with. The first piece is a real favourite of mine. It's by the English composer Patrick Hadley, who was very much a Cambridge man. If I remember, his dad was the master, I think, at Pembroke College, Cambridge, and I think Patrick Hadley studied at Pembroke College. And he wrote quite a lot of beautiful music, non-church music, chamber music, but he's remembered for two anthems which are very much in the church and cathedral repertoire. First of all, there's a lovely two-part I Sing of a Maiden, which if you're not familiar with, I think it's in the Orange Carols for Choirs book, well worth looking out because it's a beautiful piece. But then for Easter, the fantastic anthem that he wrote, probably his best known piece, is My Beloved Spake and Said Unto Me, Rise up, my love, and come away. The words from the Song of Solomon. And it's an amazing piece, really. It's full of drama and passion and tension, and a lovely gentle middle section, and then it finishes up really loudly at the end. I'm actually pointing you to a YouTube video of King's Cambridge from last year's Easter service, in fact the last one that dear old Stephen Clearbury did. But just listen to it if you don't know it. It's a wonderful piece. And as you know, I'm very fond of anecdotes, and there's something I always remember about Patrick Hadley, which was that he served in the army in the First World War, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but he got injured in the First World War, and he had to have his right, I think it was his right leg amputated, certainly part of his leg was amputated. Well, after the war, he went back to Cambridge. He'd studied at Cambridge, and he became a lecturer in Cambridge, and he used to offer composition and harmony and counterpoint tutorials. And the story that I always love is that he was very fond of practical jokes, and quite often new students were coming for tutorials, and you'd sit in the room with him and 2 or 3 students. And halfway through the thing, very surreptitiously, while he was chatting, he'd get out some drawing pins and he'd still be talking about his composition, and then he'd start sticking pins into his leg without saying anything, and you just imagine how the students must have felt. I just love that idea. On that same text, there's a lovely setting by Henry Purcell, and also Healy Willan, the Canadian composer, Rise Up, My Love, as part of a series of motets. That's worth looking out for as well. So that's one piece. And the other piece I'm just going to put you in touch with, which you may well know, a wonderful Easter piece. I think it's the antiphon for Vespers on Easter Day, a setting of Eight Dies in Latin, This is the day that the Lord hath made, by William Byrd. It's a 6-part piece, It's quite a tricky piece. Got some nasty time changes. It's probably a bit beyond us, but it really is the most wonderful piece. And I'm pointing you to a setting on YouTube of Trinity College, Cambridge, singing it at quite a lick too. But just listen to the intricacies of it and just sort of feel the exuberance and the celebration of Easter. So I hope you enjoy that. It doesn't get better than William Byrd. And just for a laugh as well, I was talking to John during the week, and we mentioned the Hallelujah Chorus at Eastertide, obviously. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with the version of the Hallelujah Chorus which is sung by a group of monks in a silent order. If you're not, just imagine the concept. So I've put you a link to the Hallelujah Chorus with some monks singing the Hallelujah Chorus silently. It's a good one. Okay, so let's just have a little sing-song, and then I'll let you get on with eating your chocolate or whatever you're going to do today, getting your hair cut, which reminds me. So here we are at the trusted piano. As ever, you can't see him, but the dog is just down here, so listen out, he might join in. So shall we just do some humming? Just going to... one higher. One higher. Be louder. As we've done before, now if you open your lips slightly and put your tongue behind your top teeth and sing to n, 5 N's, n, so we just get this resonance in the nasal cavity. A bit louder. And the next one. Try with that n, and just letting your jaw drop and go from n to na, na. So again, na, na, like that. And what we'll do, we'll go down a scale. In fact, let's start in B flat, and we go na, 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 like that. And just keep a really relaxed jaw. 2, 3, 4. Na, 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 and just another little exercise to just work on that relaxed jaw so that we keep the tension away. If we do three ma blah la, okay, so go like this. Ma blah la, 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 ma blah la. It's a bit of a lugubrious exercise, isn't it? But if you just work on thinking about keeping your jaw really relaxed, okay? Should we try another one? Ma blah la. 1, 2, 3. Ma blah la, 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 ma blah la. Ma blah la, 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 ma blah la. Ma blah la, 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 ma Good stuff. You're ready to go now. So the only decision you've got left now for today is, what shall I do next? See you next week.